Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, previews, interviews and special guests. And coming up on a packed show today as we continue the build-up to HKIR. We've got Hollie Doyle and Tom Marquand back next week, of course, for the IJC meeting at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, where Hollie had some success there on Harmony and Blessed. And Tom's sticking around for the weekend as well. He'll ride Dubai Honour in the Hong Kong Cup. That's a week on Sunday after that brilliant run at Ascot of the Champions Stakes. And of course, we've got lots of defending champions coming back as well. Of course, Mogul back to defend his crown in the Vardhan. On Smash returns, of course, to defend his crown in the Hong Kong Sprints as well. More on that later on. Half the Japanese already here. But we're going to start off with Hollie and Tom. And Nick Childs, who's recently joined us from the Singapore Turf Club. You're seeing lots more of Nick over the coming weeks and months as well. But he caught up with Tom and Hollie earlier in the week as they got back from racing. I think they were at Lingfield on this day.
Well, Tom, Hollie, many thanks for joining us here on Hong Kong Direct. I know you're two incredibly busy people. Great years for both of you in 2021. Hollie, first to you. Obviously, I dare say you're looking forward to coming back to Happy Valley. We're only a matter of days away from the Longines International Jockeys Championship. And I guess you'll certainly be wanting to improve on last year's position, which was a joint third with Alexi Bedell, but what a great experience I'm sure that was.
Yeah, it was absolutely awesome last year, and I'm delighted to have been invited back. So obviously I was lucky enough to ride a winner last year and finish joint third, so hopefully I can better that, but we'll have to see. Just
on the challenge itself, what sort of demands does that place on a jockey, Hollie? Because it's obviously, you know, it encompasses some of the world's best riders, and Happy Valley, I imagine from a jockey's perspective, isn't the easiest track to ride, but you achieved it last year on the very smart Harmony and Blessed. Just for those that probably don't know as much, what sort of track is it to ride? Obviously, it has its demands.
Yeah, it has its demands, and obviously riding the horses over there, it is different, but you know, as a jockey you have to adapt quickly to different circumstances, and I really enjoyed you know, the way of riding. And yeah, hopefully I can have a bit more luck this year.
Yeah, I'm sure that will be the case. Obviously, the challenge always a very competitive one. And Tom, as I come to you, obviously you were here last year as well, your first appearance at the IJC. Looking forward to coming back. Obviously, another great year for you. You've ridden well over 160 winners in the UK since the start of 2021, and no stranger to international success. Obviously, it started off so well down in Australia for you this year.
Yeah, as Hollie said, obviously it's great to be just coming back, because once again we're hitting sort of troubled waters with COVID, and as ever, you know, the Hong Kong Jockeys Club have done a fantastic job to even be able to get us there again. So we're obviously all pretty grateful for that, but yeah, just really looking forward to it. Obviously, I've got a big ride on the Sunday in the international race as well, on Dubai Honour, and you know, so I've sort of got a double whammy of things to look forward to, because the Jockeys Challenge is unique, as you said. It's around a pretty different track that we don't really have anything to replicate that in England. So yeah, thoroughly looking forward to getting over and getting back in the thick of it again.
Absolutely, I'm sure. Just on Dubai Honour, obviously, is a horse that you've ridden for William Haggas, a man that you've got such a great association with. The strike rate is somewhere around the region of 22% for William, which is superb. Tell us a little bit about Dubai Honour, Tom, because he's obviously improved out of all recognition, and you would have, you know, seen the back of him in the Champion Stakes at Ascot back in October.
Yeah, I think the only way to sum him up is that he has improved just absolute tons throughout this season. You know, I rode him on his reappearance run in the Britannia. It was a fantastic run. He finished fourth. Won his side. I was convinced that if we had the sort of the horses that were first, second, and third on our side, he would have won. But lo and behold, yeah, he went down by, what was it, half length, three-quarters of length in the Champion Stakes at the end of the season, which was sort of an incredible way for him to finish his, I suppose, domestic campaign. And you know, looking forward to riding him in Hong Kong, because you know, he's a horse that's improving. William and the team have sort of chosen him for a good reason, because he takes everything in his stride, and yeah, looks a perfect candidate to travel with.
It certainly does. I think the last time I looked, actually, the UK trained runners haven't had a winner at the international meeting for a fair few years. So maybe Dubai Honor could be the one. I know he's certainly well thought of here in Hong Kong, that's for sure. And just finally, guys, obviously it's a bit of a rarity, I suppose, for the two partners to compete day to day, but also in a challenge like this. Hollie, would there be much of a rivalry? Would there be bragging rights in the Marquand Doyle household, or is it just a case that you both want to do well?
Yeah, we obviously both want to do well, but I'm sure Tom will be hot at my heels and trying to ride a winner in the challenge. So we'll both try our best, and hopefully we can get some good results this year.
Well, we're looking forward to having you both here, and obviously Tom, you'll be staying on for the Sunday as well. So certainly looking forward to that. We wish you both well and look forward to seeing you in action at Happy Valley in a few days' time.
Thanks,
Nick. Cheers.
Three of last year's four champions are back, of course, headlined by our own local hero in Golden 60. Can't wait for that a week on Sunday. Just quickly on Dubai Honor, his racing manager is Philip Robinson, who is a very successful and very popular jockey here in Hong Kong from a few years ago. More on him in a moment. But back to Nick, though, now, as he gives us an insight on the British and Irish trained runners who are heading this way.
Well, thank you, Andrew. December here in Hong Kong, obviously a massive draw for runners both from Great Britain and Ireland. And one of the most interesting runners lining up here this year is a certain pile driver in the Hong Kong Vase. He's trained by Willie Muir and his partner Chris Grassick, and he was a winner last time of the Churchill Stakes.
Off the layoff, we just started prepping him then for the winter campaign. He's coped very well. As you can see him now, he looks bigger and stronger than we last saw him, and he's really strengthened. He's put the weight on, and we've got himself fit again. He's just really progressed lovely as it's gone on and into the Lingfield race. And then the best part of it is the way he came out of Lingfield was just brilliant.
Well, joining pile driver in the Vase will be last year's winner Mogul for trainer Aidan O'Brien. He's won 3 international races here in Hong Kong, and all 3 successes have come in this race.
Mogul's in front for Ireland. Exultant's a length away from Columbus County. It's the 3-year-old Mogul for Ryan Moore and Aidan O'Brien. 100 metres to go. He's 2 in front of Exultant and Columbus County. Mogul for Ireland wins the Vase.
Well, and joining Mogul from the Aidan O'Brien stable over at Ballydoyle will be Mother Earth in the mile. She was a winner of the English 1,000 guineas earlier on this year. She had 3 subsequent Group 1 winners behind her on that occasion, and she's also a winner of the Prix Rothschild over in France. Only 3 3-year-old fillies have ever been successful on International Day here in Hong Kong. She'll also be joined by stablemate Bolshoi Ballet in the Cup. 3 representatives from both Great Britain and Ireland in that race. Bolshoi Ballet has run in 4 derbies this year, including the Epsom Derby in the UK, and was a winner of the Belmont Derby over in America, where he's been doing most of his running. He'll be joined by another Irish runner in Max Swinney for trainer Jim Bolger, a 2-time Group 1 winner, once as a juvenile of the Vertem Futurity at Doncaster. He also took out the Irish 2,000 guineas this year. He ran a stellar race in the Champion Stakes at Ascot. And joining both of those runners in the Cup will be the runner-up in the Champion Stakes, Dubai Honor, for trainer William Haggis. He looks to be a live chance in the Cup, I think, this time around. He's a horse who really does appreciate a little bit of cut in the ground, but if he can handle slightly quicker conditions here in Hong Kong, which he has shown form on, he'll certainly be a force to be reckoned with this year for sure. Well, a small but select field heading to Sha Tin on December 12th. They look to be a pretty strong contingent coming from Great Britain and Ireland, and there is so much to look forward to a week this Sunday here at Sha Tin.
There certainly is. Thanks, Nick. There is another runner from you, of course. Beira is coming from France, Alain Dupre, who surely is going to be one of his final runners as he retires at the end of the year as well. So she's possibly got some chances down the field in her last start in the Prix Jean Romanet. Now, as far as what's happening this weekend, Sha Tin on Sunday, the IJC on Wednesday night, and the big one next Sunday. But the final race, race number 10 on the weekend. Look out for Rise Brethren and Turin Red Star, who were Liffey River and Mithras. They ran the Britannia Stakes as well, along with Dubai Honour earlier in the year. And Liffey River, or Rise Brethren as he now, finished in front of Dubai Honour. So look out for them going around in race number 10. Now, the Irish have enjoyed quite a bit of recent success. Aidan O'Brien, the Vars with Highland Reel and with Mogul last year, but it's got to go back a while to find an English trained winner. The last one was Red Cadeau back in 2012. We're going to leave you this week, though, with Snow Fairy. What a filly she was for N. Dunlop, the dual classic winner who took out the Cup in 2010 under Ryan Moore. This was a stunning win. Enjoy this. We'll see you again on Sunday. Bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
Snow Fairies hugging the rails and a length off to Regan as they turn. Vision to Tar out into the open now as they turn. Packing winner in front from Cirrus de Zega. Super Pistachio comes off from Stacelita. Super Saturn's looking for a run. Irian runs on with purpose together with Plonteur. Snow Fairies angling into the clear and the fillies cutting loose. Collection and Vision to Tara next. It's anybody's race and Irian hits the lead with Snow Fairy gunning it down. Snow Fairy races up to Irian. What a stellar season for the British 3-year-old filly, Snow Fairy.